Hey, welcome back. Hope everybody is having a great day, and thank you so much for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today on the channel, guys, we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the final figure of Wave 2 of the Masters of the Universe ThunderCats Origins line, and that of PANTHRO, the heroic Thunderian Battle Master. We'll take a look at the figure, the packaging, all the items he comes with. We'll do a brief skim of the comic as well, and we'll look at the artwork in the back. We'll do a full unboxing of PANTHRO and have some fun. Now, of course, if you are new to my channel or first time watching, hope you'll subscribe afterwards. Hope you'll hit that like button, and thank you so much for doing that. Hit the notification bell when I upload new videos, and please share this video. It is a passion and a love for collecting all things Masters of the Universe. Without further ado, let's take a look at PANTHRO. And of course, PANTHRO being my all-time #1 favorite Thunderian or ThunderCat in this universe. Alright, so this is kind of a fun unboxing today. Alright, getting this figure of PANTHRO. And we're going to get another version of him in Wave 3, along with Lino again, which I'm not too keen on. You know, even though it's PANTHRO, and he's my favorite ThunderCat, I still think, that Wave 3 we should have gotten some brand new characters, Masters of the Universe or ThunderCat versions. All right, but today it's all about PANTHRO here. All right, so here he is in packaging. All right, once again, you have the Masters of the Universe logo, you got ThunderCats, you got the beautiful dark starry sky. You got the blue rocks with the beautiful like red and orange like beams like all around the rocks right there. Very strong, very vibrant. And there is a PANTHRO in packaging right there. Like you can see a variety of different weapons. It kind of reminds me of kind of like Man-at-Arms. It's got that kind of that Man-at-Arm type like mask right there in front right there. And it also comes with another standard mask right there. All right, all kinds of weapons. Of course, he does come with his iconic nunchucks right there. Alright, and comes with a sash. Comes with a really cool ball and chain. Looks like it like plugs and play right there. And a battle axe as well. Alright. Got the Mattel logo. Alright. Now the back shot here, guys. To me, I think this is the best artwork that you can always, for me personally. Because you have my two all-time favorite figures in this beautiful shot right here. You got PANTHRO here from the ThunderCats taking on Triclops. And look at this Triclops here. This looks really cool. This is, hopefully this is going to be the Triclops we're going to be getting in the ThunderCats line, in this Origins base line. I like that. That looks really cool. So yeah, I was really stoked when I saw this, seeing this beautiful artwork. I'm probably gonna keep this back right here for myself because I love this backdrop right here, or this artwork right here. This is beautiful for me. Of course, nice shot of PANTHRO right here. Alright, and of course, the cross-sell of the other figures in Wave 2, and we unboxed He-Man and Tiger on the channel, alright, and of all of Wave 1 as well, alright. Alright, there, PANTHRO stands by Lino's side, ready to defeat evil across ends of the universe. Plug mace into arm. Alright. Let's get him back around. Let's get them unboxed, all right? Oh, you know what's funny? And I guess Mattel, heard my cries of worried because of the last two figures we unboxed, which was Cheetara and Tigra, and how I was really, really concerned about, changing the boots, from the more of the Eternium boots to the more of the ThunderCats boots and feet. But as you can see right here, they already did that. So it's kind of odd, but in a good way for me. Because they already put the ThunderCats boots and feet already on the figure, and and the Eternia boots are on the back of him right here. So Mattel heard my cries of worry, and also too, guys, I brought out the other ThunderCats that we have unboxed so far. All right, so get old PANTHRO out here, of course. There is the comic once again. A beautiful shot of He-Man and Lino together right there. And two iconic, what a great shot right there. And like I said, you have two iconic, power swords here, from the 80s and 90s. Just absolutely amazing. We got the Sword of Omens right there, or the Sword of Thundera, and you got the power sword right there. Beautiful. Beautiful imagery right there. All right. Nice shot right there once again. Some great artwork, some great story to read. you know, and have fun. Right there, nice shot of Lion-O and He-Man right there. And of course, the image or the little diagram that, you know, shows what can be removed from the figure right there. As far as you want to give him more of his Eternia, a third Eternia look for Panthro, or do you want to go full-on Panthro in this universe right here? All right. Where's Panthro at? I mean, and woo! And you're talking about a very, very strong plastic, new plastic smell when you get him out of the packaging. Very nice, really cool. But there he is, right there. All right, so it's time to cut some of the stuff out. All right, if I can, there we go. First things first, you know, we have the nunchucks right here. All right, which we've seen before from the other warriors, in, you know, especially like in the Turtles of Grayskull line for like Michelangelo. So if you want to have some fun here and give Mikey, you know, Panthro's, you know, nunchucks, you know, to make it pretty cool. All right, there, but very flexible, really cool. All right, what else we got here? We got this mask here, so I can. Which is tied down, but it's very thin. This mask right here, it looks like it's going to be a pain. Hang on. Got it. So we have this really interesting mask here for Panthro. It's very, very light. It's very flexible, but I don't know. It feels like it's sooner or later it's going to rip. You know, I wouldn't stretch it too much, but I mean, it's cool for what it is. But most likely, I'm not going to probably put it on Panthro. But it's, you know, it's cool for what it is. All right. But it's very flexible, very flimsy, very light mask right here for Panthro. All right. Okay. What else we got here? Man. It is tied down city. There you go. Up. All right. Now you got right here, you know, you have this really cool type of battle axe. Flimsy, you know, flexible. All right. Kind of bent, kind of misshapen here in a way because of the packaging and how they put it in the packaging, but it looks like it plugs into the arm right here, all right, in the socket. Hang on. Oh, okay, he's done it. All right. You got to be careful here. All right. There we go. All right. So I get, and here's old Panthro right here. I'm trying to get him standing right. Now I will say that the legs and joints, especially the legs, are very, very flimsy in a way. They're not as sturdy with him. All right. But should I get him standing up? So there you go. So get the camera right there. All right. But there's still much more to go, guys. Oh, all right. And here is that ball and mace right here. Now, interesting enough, the chain that goes with the chain, with the mace here, is not as flexible. All right, it doesn't move much. It's not bend. You can't bend it around. It's very stiff compared to like the chain what we got with the nunchucks right here. You can see it move around. You can bend it. This one, it's like one shape basically. And so you cannot bend it around the mace right here with this ball and mace right here. All right. And of course, all right, we do have the more traditional Eternia type legs right here for the boots right here, which they didn't decide not to put on, which is fine with me because for me, for the first time we get these figures, I'm going to display them more in their full ThunderCat look and compared to their like third Eternia look right here. All right. So let's take a look at the mask here. See if I can put the mask on. All right. All right. So there he is with a full mask on right there, guys. And so it's cool for what it is. All right. Nothing too fancy, but it's pretty cool. All right. Of course, you got the shin guard. You got this really cool type of like arm right there. You can see holding it right there and the handle. And of course, it's plug and play. So you can pop in. Hang on, guys. If you wish. So there's a shot right there of the battle axe right there plugged in to this very unique weapon right here of choice, right there. All right. And then, hang on, let me try out the, there we go. And then you got this ball and mace right here, which I can say it looks kind of wimpy. I don't know. It's odd that it's not a full-on chain that it can move and and spin around. So it's okay for what it is, but it looks really weird. I don't like that. All right, and of course the mask fell off. All right. But let's go ahead and take him out of the full-on third Eternia look right here. There. That, and then I will say his Eternia base armor that he got was very easy to remove. Basically, it clamps on, except for maybe his arm right here. All right, nope, right there. Perfect. And just like that, we are full-on Panthro in this universe. All right. Go ahead and put his nunchucks in his hand. See, this looks really good. I like this. This is what I think of when I think of Panthro here. All right. I mean, the armor, maybe the next version of Panthro we get in Wave 3, the armor might be really cool. But as far as Panthro is concerned, that's my Panthro right there. He looks incredible. Right there. Right there. Look at that. Very cool. All right. When we had all the third Eternia, armaments on him, it kind of reminded me of the 2 Bobsteady figure that we got with the Turtles of Grayskull line somewhat, with all the extra armaments, even the crane that we got from the Turtles of Grayskull. That kind of remind me of that, with extra like gauntlet here and stuff like that for those guys. Kind of remind me of that with Panthro here. All right, but this is a really good Panthro here. All right, and put the other ThunderCats up there. You know what? Let's do a little spin right here on the turntable here, guys. You can take a look. And so far, everybody, I've been enjoying this line, this crossover events, especially with the ThunderCats. Now, as far as the Master of the Universe side of this, I don't know yet. I'm not sure how I feel about that. And of course, all we've gotten so far from the Master of the Universe is He-Man and Battle Catman. So Battle Catman is a brand new figure in a way, in having a Battle Cat on 2 legs. Being somewhat of a Thunderian, trying to changing up the story arc for Cringer or Battle Cat, which is okay. I mean, it's fine. Now, as far as He-Man is concerned, that to me is I'm not sure yet. Something I have to really, it has to grow on me. I like the armor, I like the mask, but the legs are too skinny for me. Like I talked about in the original unboxing of He-Man. And the arms, well, the arms are okay. In fact, I can get He-Man right here. In fact, I got all the figures just about right here. So here's He-Man. Right here. So I don't know. As far as the ThunderCats are concerned, I think they're doing an amazing job, with them. But as far as the Master of the Universe side of this, I don't know yet. I don't know. And it's funny because Wave 3, only Master of the Universe figure we're going to get is, oops, sorry for the shaky cam, everybody, is Panther Man. So I'm kind of curious what's going to happen in Wave 4, all right, in this universe, who we're going to be getting. I hope we get some brand new ThunderCats, first of all, with Snarf and Wily Kit and Wily Cat, Jaga, and we can't forget about the mutants, Slythe, Jackalman, Voltreman, and Monkeyan as well. And then as far as, Master Universe, we saw some images of Trapjaw and, of course, Triclops. So they have to be into a future waves at some point. We're going to be getting Teela or Man-at-Arms. I have a feeling we will get Man-at-Arms and Teela because, for the most part, Man-at-Arms and Teela have been part of everything as far as the Origins-based line. We got them in ThunderCats. We got them all through a few times in Origins as well. So I have no doubt we'll be getting those guys pretty soon as well. So as far as PANTHRO is concerned, everybody, this is an amazing figure, guys. Especially for me personally, out of his full-on full-on Thundercat look, and compared to his third Eternia look. But I'm going to try this here. See what this looks like, guys. Hang on. Oops, the mask right here. Let's put the mask on here. You know, I don't know. Let me think about the mask. So far, guys, this has been a really good line for me. You know, minus some of the things I don't really care, like for He-Man, a very slimmed down version of him too. I feel like they're taking more of the body type of the ThunderCats line into effect of the Master of the Universe line, you know, with a more thinner bodies for these figures here. And I wish they would give us more of the traditional based Masterverse Origins based figures in their body type in the cartoon collection. All right, now I could be totally wrong, guys, but still, this is a great line, All right, guys. I'd like to take time now, of course, to thank my subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. All right, and don't forget to hit the notification bell, upload new videos, and stay tuned for more unboxings, more reviews, more shorts as well in this great universe, from Master Universe to the ThunderCats line and Masterverse as well. All right, so I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys real soon. Take care, and have a good one, everybody. Oh, and you know what, guys? Before I sign off too, let me do this one thing. All right, let me just take a shot of all the ThunderCats really fast, guys. So we have Tiger here. I can't get him up here with his whip here. Aha. There's Tigra, and we got Chitara. All right, and then of course we have Lino. So there you go. There's oops, let me get Chitara a little bit more this way. Oops. Let me put PANTHRO right here, and put Chitara right here. That way you can see, before we sign off, guys, we can see the full-on ThunderCats what we have received so far in this universe. All right. But there you go, guys. Once again, thank you so much, guys. Take care, and have a good one, everybody.